I knew that was not going to happen.
It's okay. It's durable. Try to bend it.
You know what?
Go on. It's on me.
Oh my gosh.
Don't hurt yourself.
So people can do this in Apple stores too?
Wow.
Or just us?
Well, Mark, you're probably
I mean,
stronger
that's
than Lance.
that's better than a butt test. That's something.
Yeah, I'm trying both ways.
That's something.
Come on, that's not how we do a bend test. You can't just hold a phone and do like this. Like, that's not bending. You are not bending. You are playing with the phone, right? This is not how we do a bend test on a phone. Like, as a matter of fact, if this was how the bend test was performed on the iPhone 6 Plus back in 2014, pretty much we wouldn't have started on this Bendgate issue whereby people just buy phone and then try to see whether it will bend in the first place. That it wouldn't have been like that, right? But if you look at this in a professional way, in a strategic way, if this phone, which is the iPhone Air, happens to bend on a live interview show, pretty much the video even wouldn't have been out in the first place if you look at it. Because this is an interview between the engineers of Apple and an interviewer, right? And then they just tossed the phone to him saying, hey, you can just, try out our phone and see whether it bends. And accidentally, you applied too much pressure and the phone actually bent. Come on, it would have been a total disaster for Apple because the phones are right now, as I'm recording this video, in pre-order state, right? People just placed orders waiting for the phones to be delivered. And now they will just see a video popped up on YouTube saying, hey, the iPhone Air actually bent. Like, come on. So let's put that aside. I still think that the iPhone Air might actually not bend or have the same Bendgate problem that happened to the iPhone 6 Plus back in the days. And I have a couple of reasons for that, right? But I did make a short video on why I think the iPhone Air might actually not bend. It's a quick summary on that. So if you haven't seen that video, I'll leave a link in the description below. You can go check that video out. Anyway, so the whole Bendgate thing actually started with the iPhone 6 Plus back from 2014, 2015 there, where users actually buy the phone and after some time of using it, put it in your back pocket, and after squatting or doing some stuff, they actually figured out that the phone had dents in it or bent somehow, right? And then Lute from Unbox Therapy actually did a bend test on the phone, showcasing that the phone is actually vulnerable to bending. And that video went pretty viral. It went pretty wild. I think at the time of recording this video, it's sitting around 17 million views. But back in the days, it went pretty viral, right? So it became a thing. People were writing an article about it, saying that the iPhone 6 Plus actually was bending. And somehow, strangely, Apple came out with an official letter saying that they actually recorded, was it about 6 or 9 Bendgate issue that had been recorded at their stores, which was pretty insane considering the number of people that were actually using the iPhone 6 Plus back in the day and the number of people that were saying and sharing stuff about this phone actually bending back in the days. And Apple saying that they recorded like less than 10 people that actually had the Bendgate issue. I mean, come on. But let's put it aside also. The iPhone 6 Plus actually bent due to some factors and reasons, and most people kind of like missed that detail, right? So let's look at it. First, the phone actually bent because of the material select, which happens to be aluminum. And aluminum, unlike titanium and iron, aluminum kind of like is a bit flexible. So you can take a piece of aluminum sheet and try to, apply pressure in the middle. You could see that it actually kind of like bends or have a dent in it. Now, this year, 2025, Apple unveiled their thinnest iPhone ever, sitting at just 5.6 millimeters thick. And if you look at it in a different way, some people might actually be thinking that, oh, this one is a little bit thinner than their previous one, sitting around just 6.9 millimeters thick. So this one is, very, very vulnerable to bending. But you might actually be making a mistake if you think this actually going to bend. And here's why, based on my observations, right? The material select this time around happens to be titanium. And it's not just any titanium, right? It is the grade 5 titanium, which is known to be pretty tough. And that is also backed with a ceramic shield glass, right? So ceramic shield glass is kind of Apple branding of a very strong or tough glass. So that combination of the titanium with a ceramic shield glass, both front and back, actually should help with this phone not having any Bendgate issue. Of course, it is actually a thing, but for it to bend or break like how the 6 Plus did back in the days, I kind of doubt that. Unless maybe the bend testing gurus like Zach from Jerry Rig Everything or any other creator that also does bend testing on devices actually somehow figure out a way to make this device bend. But I still doubt it. As I said in my short, I still doubt that the iPhone Air is actually going to bend. And then also I did tweeted that while everybody was focusing on the iPhone Air actually being vulnerable to bending, what if the iPhone 17 Pro Max or the Pro actually bends? What if those ones actually bends? I know they are kind of thick, yeah, but what if it bends? Because the last time a bend happened on an iPhone was when they went to the aluminum build material select, right? We had stainless steel, we had titanium. None of that had the Bendgate issue. It was only with the aluminum. And it happens to be aluminum unibody, just like this one. So, well, let's see. Because I can't just say it will bend. That has a lot of structural integrity and a lot of components inside that back it up. So I don't think it's actually going to bend. It is just kind of something that, spanned up in my head and I'm just saying. So yeah, let's see. Well, what do you think about it? Do you think that the iPhone Air will actually bend? If you see this video after the bend testing also, well, I'm just talking about the iPhone Air not bending. So if it bends, come back here and let me know that you actually waited for the iPhone Air bend test to be done. But if it doesn't bend, come back to this video and drop a sub. Subscribe to the channel, drop a like in this video. So yeah, this is a raw, unscripted video. This is just my opinion. Let me know what you also think. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.